So here's Hudson, and the very first pitch of the ball game is up high. So we get started at 7:16. And a call strike at the knees. Blackman opened up the game yesterday with a base hit.
Good zone to pitch to tonight if you're a pitcher. Brian Gorman, the plate umpire, steady zone. He will call some high strikes, but I think he looks low.
And that's foul back.
Hudson against Colorado away from Coors Field. I mean, he's never been beaten. Perfect 5-0. An ERA of 1.92. When he gets into Coors Field, however, that has not always been kind to him. There you see Brian Gorman. With Gorman, you get a little more width on the outside corner to right-handed hitters than you will with left-handed hitters. But a steady zone, and that's important.
Hit on the ground sharply into right field. So Blackman does it again.
Take a look at the grips that Tim Hudson will use. That's a 4-seam fastball. That's when you want to get the most velocity. When you want to get the most movement, that's the 2-seam fastball. And there's a cutter, which is almost the look of a fastball, not quite the velocity, but a little movement away from a righty into a lefty. There's the knuckle curve he'll use, or spike curve, and the circle changeup. And with Hudson, he'll throw any of his pitches. And there's the split. I mean, not many guys throw a split and a circle change, but he will do both of those.
Gonzalez takes a strike. See the numbers for Gonzalez last year. And then he got hurt. Tulowitzki to follow. And a quick toss to Blackman. He does have 1 steal on the year.
335 ground balls. That's what he produced last night. Second most in the National League. Mike Leake, the only guy who had more ground balls. Leake of the Cincinnati Reds. And when you're a sinker baller, infielders, they like to play behind you. Because you're going to put the ball in play, you can put the ball on the ground.
So 0-1 to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, nothing in 2.
Good changeup. Really had Gonzalez way out front.
So out in front is Hudson. Tulowitzki to follow. Blackman does not go, and this is bounced to Belt. Belt flips it to Crawford. Crawford to Hudson. Double play. Not easy for a guy that's pitched as long as Hudson, who's had a couple of ankle surgeries, to get over there, but he did.
Well, the key is he got over there quickly. Hudson still moves well. For 39 years old, he still is very quick. But that is the important part of the play. The other thing is you need a strike from your shortstop. Oftentimes when you get to first base, you're a moving target as a pitcher. You need to have a good strike, and Crawford gives him a great throw right above the elbow. And let's watch Tim Hudson get over there, get in position to receive this throw. And if you've had ankle injuries and that is the play that you fear the most, he didn't show it there.
Here's Tulowitzki. He's trying to get the Rockies on the board with 1 swing of the bat. Tulowitzki last night went 1 for 4. On the ground past the diving Duffy. And Tulowitzki's going to have a double.
Looked like a cutter or a slider that just kind of had some hang time, middle end. Take a look at our Toyota Exmo that really gives you a good look at the mechanics of hitting and pitching in slow motion. This time it favors Tulowitzki, who rakes one down the left field line. And that is a slider. You see the little red eye, the little circle there. It tips the pitch, and that was just kind of a backup slider. Didn't do a whole lot. And that's our Exmo, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Here's Morneau. Just outside to Morneau. Yeah, almost the same pitch, but that time called a strike. Morneau had a couple of hits last night. Led the National League in hitting last year. Good looking lid.
Now that is the gold SF that the Giants are going to be wearing on ring ceremony day this Saturday against the Diamondbacks.
No swing. Morneau 5 for 20 lifetime against Hudson. Nori Aoki. And Hudson pitches out of the 2-hit inning for Denver. Aoki's going to lead things off.
Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. By Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places. And by DraftKings.com. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com with the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Enter promo code ORANGE for free entry.
No score here at AT&T Park. All right, let's take a look at the Giants lineup. No Buster Posey, so it'll be Aoki, Panic, and then Angel Pagan. Belt will be the cleanup hitter. Blanco with good numbers against Bergman. He's hitting 5th. Then Duffy, Sanchez, Crawford, and Tim Hudson.
On the hill tonight for the Colorado Rockies will be the right-hander Christian Bergman, 6'1", 180-pounder. Just a little short of a year's experience at the big league level. He's 26 years old. For Bergman, when you take your at-bats against him, you're going to see a fastball that'll be right around 90, a curveball, slider, and a changeup. He's got outstanding command, and he will mix up everything.
Okay, couple of hits last night and a walk. Panic, and then Pagan. Three and 0. He's having a hard time controlling that movement.
I think you're going to be pretty steady to that type of movement across the board with these Rocky starters. They're going to see a lot of sink.
Ryan Gorman looking for strikes. It's 3-1. Hit on the ground to Morneau. And Bergman comes back after falling behind 3-0.
Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Bergman tonight for the Rockies. It'll be Dickerson, Blackman, and Gonzalez, the best arms in center and in right field. Tulowitzki and Arenado on the left side of the infield. LeMahieu and Morneau on the right side. Nick Hundley, he'll be in the squad putting down the signs. This is a very good defensive team. Definitely one of the stamps that skipper Walt Weiss has put in this organization. Walt Weiss, an excellent defensive player, and this is a team that plays very good with the leather.
Here's Panic. Carmicorn, eat it with a fork.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, man, is it good.
Panic 0 for 3 last night with a couple of walks. 2 for 3 lifetime against Bergman. Swing and a foul. 1-2. Pagan to follow. Giants lost last night 2-0 in the dirt. Stranded 12. Rockies stranded 9. Two pitch. Here it is to Panic. Foul down the left field line and out of play.
Yep, one-hander. And never lost a garlic fry. Now that's an athlete. Let's go, Dad.
Dad's showing Junior the ball. He's thinking about it. Got him.
They're right on that inside corner with that fastball, and it looked to me like Panic thought that was inside. Watch the movement come back to the strike zone. Well, right now we're going to take a look at what happened in the stands. Dad, reach out. And the dinner never left the lap.
Here's Angel Pagan. Pagan went 1 for 5 last night. Here he takes down low. Hitting at 276. And an overshift for Pagan.
How about that?
Yeah, pretty surprised by that.
If he leads off, I want to see if they're going to play him that way.
And Pagan taking all the way. See what he was trying to do there. There is no doubt he was trying to hit that ball away from the shift. In the dirt. Watch Pagan.
Just trying to slice that thing down the left field line. If they're going to give it to him, he's going to try and beat it. There's no doubt that that is what he was trying to do with that swing. Heads up down there. I don't worry about anybody else but Amy G down in that corner.
Absolutely. You need an insurance policy on hers.
There's Rusty. A night off, usually behind the camera in the Giants dugout, but tonight it's date night.
What's Group saying?
How about that?
Nice back control. And that's the type of an at-bat right there that'll take away a shift.
Yeah. Once, maybe not. Twice. There you go.
Just back control, not trying to do too much. Just hit away from the defense. There you see the two-seam fastball with fade movement that's at the belt. At the belt, you don't get much sink. Easy area to defend, but a nice disciplined swing, and he gets himself a knockback up the middle. Toe tap, plant.
Well, they keep the shift on for Belt. You mentioned it last night, and it is odd. Infield totally shifting on Belt, but yet the right fielder playing out in right center field.
Yeah, that's what's weird. I mean, that's the open part of the ballpark. They're taking away the right center field gap, yet in the infield, playing him the pole. We've seen things in the last 2 years defensively we've never seen before.
High and deep to right, and it is foul.
That got out in a hurry.
Yes, it did.
And yes, they will sink. But not with Big Dave around. They go inside, and he just yanks it. Just an impressive strike is what it is.
Yep, that's one way to beat the shift.
Yeah, hit it out of the ballpark. Catch that.
One and two. That time Bergman stayed away from Brandon Belt.
Buster Posey, a day off after 8 straight starts. That's been one of the problems of having 14 games in a row to open the season. Is come out of spring training, you're not used to playing that many consecutive days, especially if you're a catcher.
And Belt got a piece.
Giants still playing a little short on the bench. Mason McGee, if necessary, probably could pinch hit tonight, but doubtful they'll use him. Hunter Pence on the disabled list. So with a 13-man pitching staff, the Giants have 3 extra men really that they can count on.
Out of play.
Yep. Get the foul ball, share it, pass it around.
Hey, Uncle Will's here.
Will Clark.
Belt breaks his bat and rolls this one to Tulowitzki, and that'll end the inning. Giants strand 1. We will head to the second. 0-0. It comes from Madison Bumgarner on riding a horse in front of 43,000 fans. Bumgarner said, "I could probably say I'll never get a chance to do that again. I don't know if anybody's ever done it before or not, but it was pretty interesting and it was fun to do before our fans at home." I thought Bruce Bochy had the best line of it all. He said the horse should have probably been riding Bumgarner.
He probably could have pulled it off.
He looked pretty comfortable out there, didn't he?
It's not the first time he's been on a horse.
Arenado hitting .333. And he takes high 2-0. 0 for 3 last night. His numbers against Hudson, 2 for 10. One of those hits a double. That ball sailed up and in on Arenado, and he fouls it back. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Arenado, good mistake hitter. He likes that ball up and out over the plate. Well, Hudson knows he keeps his fastball down around the knees, he's going to get synced. It's going to go down towards the foot of a right-handed hitter. If he puts it up at the belt, he can run that thing in. That'll fade in towards him. It's almost like a left-handed cutter, and he can jam Arenado.
Oakey on the move. He's not going to get there. Arenado strolls into second base with a double. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, guys, more on Madison and that horse. The Giants actually went to skipper Bruce Bochy to ask permission if he could do it. Boch said, sure, but you got to ask Madison. And Madison, guys, he was so on the idea. He was worried that it put too much focus on him. So they went through several scenarios, and he finally liked the one where he was able to hand the flags to his teammates who had won a World Series 3 different times. Now, Bruce Bochy said he had his own idea. He wanted to paint up Madison Bumgarner like William Wallace from Braveheart and have him give a pregame battle, but Madison wasn't too keen on that idea, guys.
No, I'm not saying he's shy, but if he can turn the spotlight to somebody else, he'll do it.
He'll do it. But
not in the clubhouse, he won't.
No. But if they'd have broke out the blue paint, he may have said, okay.
Yep. Here's Dickerson. Dickerson chases one in the dirt. 0 for 4 last night. That's what was handed out tonight. The bum bobblehead.
Well, that's the NLCS Most Valuable Player and the World Series Most Valuable Player awards that he was given last October.
Up the middle and a base hit. Arenado's coming in, and they're going to throw to second, and it's not in time. So the Rockies jump out in front.
Now, good hustle on the part of Corey Dickerson, who has good speed. The ground ball right back up the middle, almost hits Hudson. And Dickerson anticipates this, and he makes a hard turnaround first. And once he sees this ball go towards home, he just heads right to second. Now, they almost get him, but I just think it's good anticipation of Dickerson to anticipate an opportunity. Ooh, I may review that one.
So here's Hundley.
Maybe not. That was close.
Hundley shoots one up the middle. Crawford thought about it. He'll go to first. Dickerson moves to third. And here's LeMahieu.
He's been the hottest hitter in the Rockies lineup, even in that 8 spot. I mean, that's one thing you learn to pay attention to if you're a starting pitcher or a pitcher in general. Is where the hot spots in the lineup. Not always going to come from the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spots. The heart of the lineup. Right now, LeMahieu is that hot guy in the Rockies 9.
3 for 4 last night. Infield in. And a curveball that misses. The pitcher, Christian Bergman's on deck. Blocked by Sanchez, 2-0. You look at these averages for these Rockies, and they're all pretty good. Mayhew's hitting over 500. Hundley, Dickerson, Arenado, Tulowitzki, all over 300, and more than half of those guys over 350. Look out, and the ball gets away, and here comes Dickerson, and it's 2-0.
Well, I think the intent of the pitch, because the first 2 pitches had gone down the dirt, down away from LeMahieu, was to try and jam him at the belt, and this thing just gets way up and takes off as a mind of its own, just off the tip of the glove. I do believe they'll rule it a wild pitch, but I do believe it's one that Hector Sanchez will feel he should have caught.
3-0 to DJ LeMahieu. There's a strike. Swinging, foul, out of play.
LeMahieu's a big fella. He's tall. 6'4". I don't see too many second basemen 6'4".
You do not.
I don't see too many second basemen 6'4" winning Gold Gloves.
Down the right field line, foul.
Nice play. Player right there. Nice. Wow, just take a look. Had to play perfectly. But you got to keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
I'd say he watched it into his glove, but not the case.
Pagan's going to play this on a hop. So LeMahieu's got another hit. That's his 4th hit in the series.
Well, the Dodgers are coming to San Francisco next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday are 7:15 games. The final game of the series at Thursday. Day baseball in the city with a 12:45 start. And you can get your tickets at sfgiants.com/tickets.
So here's Bergman. See his numbers in his career. 1 for 19. He's going to bunt. And he misses, and it's 0-1. Hudson's given up 5 hits in an inning and a third. And the bunt. Hudson to Panic. Nice job.
Yeah, outstanding bunt by Bergman. Really no consideration whatsoever from Tim Hudson to make a throw to second base. You do that as a bunter, you've made a nice bunt.
Happy fans. Just kind of asking for a run or two.
Just a run or two for the home team.
Blackman singled in the first inning. And he takes the first pitch down low.
Oh yeah. Baseball, hot dogs. They get it better. And we have a shy one.
Here's the 1-0. And a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
I used to feel that way when I give up a home run or two.
I never made eye contact with you, that's for sure.
It's okay.
Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. Hit on the ground. Panic. And they'll end the inning. So a couple of runs on 3 hits. Blanco's going to lead things off at 2-0.
Is brought to you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company. The Solar Company. Switch to solar and save.
2-0 Colorado. And the first pitch is wide. Blanco takes a strike. He's had 4 hits and 6 at bats against Bergman. He comes in hitting at .208 with 1 RBI. And then hits this one on 2 hops to LeMahieu, 1 out.
Well, if you're looking for the best coverage of San Francisco Giants baseball, log on to csnbayarea.com as insider Alex Pavlovich will provide wire-to-wire reporting of the Giants' 2015 season. We'll give you all the breaking news. You'll see video, special features, and more only on csnbayarea.com.
Here's Duffy. Duffy takes wide. Duffy hitting .278. Went 1 for 3 last night, had a walk. Three and 0.
Just a bit outside.
Hit for Sanchez. And the walk.
So for the second time tonight, Bergman going to get back in the stretch.
So here's Sanchez. Sanchez hitting .214. He's never had an at-bat during the regular season against Bergman. And he takes a strike. Crawford on deck. Beautiful night. Duffy leaning, swing and a miss, nothing in 2.
Changeup's been a good pitch for Bergman. And that's how he has to go at you. I mean, he's not going to overpower you, but he can finesse you. He's got outstanding command. He understands movement. He's got 3 different speeds he can throw at you. Got a good idea of what he's doing. He'll turn 27 May 4th.
Change the sight line on Sanchez. It's 1 and 2. Seattle jumps out in front of the Dodgers 3-0.
Well, that's good news.
The game is in Los Angeles. Got him.
Fastball inside corner, just above the hands.
Lulled him to sleep, and then he got the fastball. Here's Brandon Crawford. Tim Hudson's on deck. Crawford 0 for his last 17. Here he looks at a strike.
Well, that makes him do.
It does make him do.
He was killing the ball coming out of Arizona. He got into San Diego, and everything he hit hard got caught, and then all of a sudden it dried up.
He started out 5 for 12. Look out. Look out.
Nobody's still looking for it. It's on the field. Hey, yo, it's over here.
Gramps, it's right here. Is this what you're looking for?
Well, I think she earned it.
So 1-2 to Crawford.
First base ball dude, Mark Madden, making things right down there in that section. There's our third base ball dude, Glenn Casilla.
Down the left field line and out of play.
Egg hunt.
Come on, somebody's got it, right?
Oh yeah,
he had it all.
He's got like 6 of them.
Crawford's taking some swings.
You know, that's how you get out of slump. You start getting balance in your swings, and he definitely had some back leg in that one. He's a player.
And the count remains 1-2 to Brandon Crawford. Down low, 2-2. I think he's seeing the ball pretty well tonight, Brandon Crawford.
Well, if balance in a swing is any indication, I totally agree with you. Going to get a change up here.
Duffy goes, slowly hit, and this will end the inning. Big fellas are coming up. That'll be Gonzalez, Tulowitzki, and Morneau. It's 2-0 Rockies. Banquet timeless moment. It happened April 14th, 2010. Aubrey Huff hit his first career inside the park home run off of Charlie Morton in a 6-0 victory over the Pirates in 2010. It died and then it kicked back.
Yep, he was looking for air.
Part of the first one. Here's Gonzalez, who is 0 for 1. Gonzalez, Tulowitzki, and Morneau. And that's rolled near Tulowitzki in the on-deck circle. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. It's in the new baseball as he rubs it up. Get it just the way you like it. One ball and 1 strike. That's a base hit.
Sixth hit given up by Hudson, and a lot of those have been ground balls that do this. They find a hole. There you see, turns this over, and even with Gonzalez out front a little bit, still got enough steel in that barrelhead to knock it through the infield and put himself on base.
Here's Tulowitzki, who doubled in the first. In tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Tulowitzki coming in to his first at bat was 5 for 19 lifetime against Hudson. Trying to get the ground ball at somebody right here.
Well, that's the plan. Got to pay close attention to Gonzalez. And Walt Weiss knows the tendencies of Tim Hudson. As we've seen before, he will start the runner, especially a guy with base stealing capabilities like Gonzalez has, just to try and stay out of the double play. Put a man in motion. Try and open up a hole for Tulowitzki.
There's a strike to Tulowitzki.
One thing about the defensive configuration in the Giants infield is you know who's covering second if there's a steal.
Yes, you do.
It would be Joe Panik. So no guesswork if you're the hitter as to who's going to cover and which side the infield's going to open up should Gonzalez try and steal.
Plenty of room out there for Pagan. And that'll bring up Justin Morneau.
Now, Tulowitzki's one of those hitters that when you can get him out with anybody on base, I mean, you just kind of let out a sigh of relief. He's just so dangerous. Great hitter.
Oh, yeah, got the bobblehead. Here's Morneau. Morneau hit a fly ball to left to end the first inning. And he takes a fastball high and away.
Hudson, very quick out of the stretch. Not an easy guy to steal off of because he loads so quickly. He will give Hector Sanchez a chance to throw out Gonzalez should there be an attempt to steal. I mean, all those little things that you have to do as a starting pitcher really add up, especially when you're trying to control a running game. You have to vary your tempos, your unload times, your leg kick. Just don't let that runner get rhythm on you. If a base runner can get you timed, it's just like a hitter that can time you. The runner will time you and he'll get a great jump. You've got to upset that, and you've got to upset that guy you're pitching to. A lot going on right now for Hudson.
Struck well. Pagan back at the wall. He makes the catch. And hustling back is Gonzalez. Nice play.
Now that was a nice play. And we're going to make our Ford right choice. You normally get carried to the center field part of the stadium. Off the crack of the bat, I thought Morneau had all of it. But there's just not a lot of wind tonight, and you're not getting a normal carry. And right about here, Pagan squares it up, hauls it in, and Morneau gets AT&T'd and heads back to the Rockies dugout.
Probably a home run in Denver.
Yeah. And probably 15 other ballparks.
Here's Arenado. And a curveball for a strike.
Let's see from behind. Go up. Two hands. Little collision with the wall. Thank you, Pad. Job well done.
Tap foul, so it's only 2. Arenado took advantage of fouling that ball off so he could take a little walk outside the batter's box.
Well, he could do that. It's one of the criteria for being able to leave the batter's box. To hit a foul ball.
Oh, he really got on the chase. First strikeout for Hudson. Here's the catch. Very nicely done. Bounces up against that wall. 2-0 Rockies.
The Bay Area is brought to you by Momo's, a San Francisco tradition.
Here's Bergman to Tim Hudson. And a call strike. Hudson. There's a time Hudson was a pretty good athlete. He could hit. He's 0 for 2 on the season, and he takes another strike.
Oh, when he was at Auburn, I mean, he was an everyday player. And a Hall of Famer at Auburn. I mean, his numbers with the bat were quite impressive.
Blackman is going back, still going back, and he makes the catch. Wednesday night is the final game of this series. The first 20,000 fans, they're going to receive a 2014 World Champion Snow Globe featuring the triplets, the 3 World Series trophies, courtesy of Comcast Sportsnet. sfgiants.com/tickets. Looked good on the field yesterday.
You know, you could stick those out in front of a landfill and they'd look good.
Yeah, no, you're right. They'd look good anywhere.
And they're heavy too. Man, that's a chunk of iron right there.
Here's Nori Aoki, and he takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, it is opening week. Gentleman here yesterday. Had the same uni on.
Got so many compliments, decided to break it out again. And that 0-2 fastball is high. 1-2. Joe Panik to follow. Giants have not had a runner past first base. They've had 2 base runners, Pagan a single and Duffy a walk. Off the backstop, 2-2. So 0-2 to 3-2. There's pitch number 52. There's Panik. And the walk.
Oh, nice at bat.
And here's how the trophies came out of the field. From Lincecum, Pescoposi, and the skipper. Lincecum and Posey, part of all 3 World Championships. So here's Panik. Panik struck out looking in the first.
Well, it was a beautiful day. Lots to remember. Rockies kind of spoiled the party, though, winning that ball game 2-0.
Panik gets a high fly ball to right. Gonzalez is going to catch it. Right in front of archway number 6.
I don't know if he can hit a ball any harder than that.
That might be everything Joe Panik's got.
I wonder how he's going to approach this bat. Remember, he got beat on an inside fastball, and this was a mistake. They set the target away. It comes back middle in, and I believe he was looking for it. And he gives it everything he's got, and in this ballpark, just a little short. And that's a big league hang with him. And Gonzalez says, yeah, I know how you feel. I've done that here.
Here's Pagan.
It is a pitcher-friendly ballpark, folks, especially when you take on right center.
Inside corner strike.
If you're Panik, you're thinking at the very least I'm going to get a double out of this, but the way the right fielder cheats off the line of right field and plays towards the gap in right center, that long fly ball just becomes a big league hang with him.
And that low strike makes it 0-2. That's also one you'd say for Coors Field.
Oh, Coors Field, that's at the back wall of the visiting bullpen, literally.
Pagan with a base hit to left.
Well, the second time through the lineup now, the Giants have a pretty good idea what they want to do with Bergman. And for Pagan, the second time he's gone the opposite way. I don't think he likes that shift. Here, just serves it into left field. And you got to believe, run down first base, he's going, take that shift.
Well, so that's twice, so we'll see if the things change now. Here's Belt. They put the shift on for Belt the last time up. We'll see if they do it here. The runner at second. Yep. Nope. Tulowitzki's jockeying back and forth. And now he moves over. One ball and no strike.
This is the at-bat right here that the Giants really have been struggling with. The runner with the hit with a runner in scoring position. Their last 5 games, 3 for 33. And this is their first opportunity tonight to have a runner in scoring position. And they need to get this crowd in this game.
One ball and one strike.
Bergman not giving in to the 1-0 count. That's a curveball. And there you see the 0.91 team batting average with runners in scoring position the last 3 games. They came into the game hitting 191 in this regard. But the last 5 games, it really has been a dry spell.
One and two to Belt. Aoki at second. Pagan at first. 2-2.
Yep, there are Giraffe fans everywhere.
Two balls, two strikes.
The nickname for Vanderbilt, the baby giraffe.
Now Giants runners will be on the move. 3-2. I bet he doesn't throw him a fastball here.
I think you're right. I mean, he's had similar 3-2 opportunities, and then each time he's gone with the changeup. I think he was a little more confident in his off-speed stuff than his fastball, especially in challenge counts.
Runners go, tap foul.
And that was a fastball in the inside corner. He's got a base to play with here with 2 outs. Third base is available for him.
Walt Weiss, 3-2. Giants runners will be on the move. And a check swing foul. And through another fastball.
Well, 2 times in the 3-2 count. He's kind of checked the swing on an inside fastball.
Unless he's looking for something. Something soft.
And that may be what Nick Hundley's saying. Stay on his hands hard. This guy's setting up for something slow speeded. And the other thing is you got an open base, and I'm sure that was what Hundley reminded him of. That's an old catcher talking to a young pitcher.
Arenado's got a shot at this one. And that'll end the inning. Giants strand a pair. We'll head to the 4th. 2-0. Rockies.
did a great job yesterday at their home opener with their pregame celebration and their raising of the 2014 World Series banner. We thought, let's recap the last 3 that we've been able to see. 2011 home opener, the Say Hey Kid kicks it off, handing the flag down the line. Willie Mays ends up with closer Brian Wilson, who runs it across the field and through the fans. And then in 2013, San Francisco Fireboat brought the banner in from McCovey Cove, and a few lucky fans got to bring it into the ballpark, and then Giants players took it to the flagpole. But probably Madison Bumgarner getting on a horse and then handing the flag to his teammates who have won 3 World Series with the Giants was one of the most special moments any of us have been able to witness. It is our AT&T U-verse Rewind. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Amy. Here's Dickerson, who shoots one right up the middle, and immediately Hudson is in the stretch. That's the 4th straight inning the leadoff hitter's reached.
Well, that makes for a tough night. The one thing about Hudson, he's a little different than others in that he is a sinker baller, and he can get out of it with a ground ball that gets him 2 outs quickly. But still, 4 leadoff base hits allowed. Just makes for a grinder of a night.
So here's Hundley. Hundley rolled out to Brandon Crawford in the 2nd inning. DJ LeMahieu's on deck. 7 hits now for Colorado. Hudson now gets the sign, agrees with Sanchez. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Detroit now 7-1. How about that?
Off to a great start.
Problem is I think they're in 2nd place, aren't they?
Well, the Royals just refuse to lose.
Foul down the right field line.
Hey, make a play, ball dude. Mark Madden showing everybody he's got good hands.
Got that small glove.
He's got the same glove you see out in left center. Nice play, out of bed.
Hundley shoots it into center field, a base hit. Dickerson's going to head over to 3rd.
Yeah, Pagan thought about it, but you really have to know you can get that runner. It's 100% sure. With the sinker ball, you've got to keep that runner at first base. Keep that force in order. Minimize an inning. This is not a hanger either. This is a little breaking ball, curve ball. And he goes down and beats right at the end of the bat. It's frustrating for a pitcher. You make a pretty good location pitch, and the guy goes out there, just serves one out in the outfield, beats you with it. See Dickerson, he sees this thing's going to drop, and that's his goal. There's good speed and easy take at 3rd base.
Here's LeMahieu, who singled in the 2nd. And he lays down a bunt, and they'll get the out at 1st. Coming in to score is Dickerson. Hundley moves into 2nd, so it's kind of the perfect play.
Well, I'm sure that was on his own. I mean, he's the hottest guy in their lineup, but you're right. It's slam dunk, and you get a couple of things done. Number 1, you get the RBI, and number 2, you get a runner in scoring position. But as hot as he's been, it is a bit odd.
Well, it's odd because now you got the pitcher up, right?
Exactly.
Bergman a sacrifice bunt in the second.
I mean, LeMahieu came to this game hitting .517. I mean, that's testimony to the type of start that he has. Had 3 hits yesterday. He hit his first at bat. So the very fact that he's given up an out, I mean, albeit it's a productive out, it is a bit odd. But it was his decision. I guarantee that's not a play put on by Walt Weiss.
Very shallow and right is Blanco. 1-2. You see Blanco. Hudson looks to second. And he got him. And that'll bring up Blackman. Blackman is 1 for 2. So here's the first pitch to Charlie Blackman, and it's down low. Here's the Garden out behind the wall in center field.
It's already starting to look like it's the Garden of Eden out there. I mean, that's really a new garden. Everything's been freshly planted. It is a great place. Go and hang out for a bit, and if you ever get separated from your party, that's where you go. Meet you at the Garden.
Slowly hit, foul. I don't think, however, it's a great view if you want to watch the game.
Well, unless you want to watch it on TV. Because that's what you're seeing right there. There's your view. And there's a few knot holes.
One and one to Charlie Blackman. Ripped to right. Side retired. Blanco's going to lead things off. It's 3-0.
The San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Well, the 2015 All-Star Teacher, brought to you by Provident Credit Union, is here, and you can vote for your favorite 2015 All-Star Teacher at csnbayarea.com/AST. The 9th season of the CSN All-Star Teacher Program, recognizing that teachers do make a difference. The winner receives $20,000 for his or her school, so please vote.
Yeah, they were. It's authentic. Is it Authentic Tuesday? Say Hey Tuesday?
Say Hey Tuesday, the first one of the year tonight.
Give those away, and there's a base hit to right field for Blanco.
So the Giants have a leadoff hitter on with a base hit for the first time tonight. It is not easy to hit over the head of DJ LeMahieu.
And then hit it in front of Gonzalez.
Gold glovers all over the place.
Here's Duffy. Duffy walked in the second. So good speed at first. And a strike. So Kansas City must have had the day off today, huh?
They did.
Yeah, sure. Kansas City gets the day off.
Well,
Giants' first day off will be Monday. Duffy now behind 0-2.
well, the Giants definitely are in stay above water mode. Hey, Jeremiah Worley is here. It's his first game. Well, welcome, Jeremiah. Congratulations.
0-2.
I'm a bit different than Jeremiah. I can remember my first big league game.
I can too.
Yep. Someday they'll show him these pictures and say, you were there. I don't believe it's going to be his last time here.
I don't think so.
So how old were you when you went to a big league ballpark for the first time?
I was 6 or 7, I'm not sure. Two and two.
What do you remember about it?
I remember that everything was really green and really beautiful. And look, those days there was an A game on TV, so this was the first time you were seeing what the radio announcers were talking about. Runner goes, swinging a bouncing ball. Morneau knocks it down, and everybody's going to be safe.
We come to expect it a lot, especially when you have a right-handed sinker baller pitching against Matt Duffy. He'll take that movement that runs into him, and he'll go to right field. And he does it well. Trying to shoot it through the hole with the Morneau, the first baseman, hold the runner on. Inside out, take it to right, and watch Morneau come off the bag. I mean, this should be a base hit to his backhand. We're still waiting for the official word as to whether or not it's a hit or an error. I don't think that's an error, but it is nice hitting.
So here's Sanchez. Sanchez belts it foul. He broke his bat.
Mark Madden putting on a clinic. He's having a dream game for a ball dude. So many nights our ball dudes sit down there and they get nothing. But tonight, Mark Madden taking that old Rawlings glove and making some plays. It is the exact same glove that's out in the left center. That glove right there.
So Sanchez gets new lumber.
So they ruled out an error from Duffy?
I did not hear anything.
I think they did, and I disagree with that call.
I do too.
That will be contested. Watch Morneau, the first baseman. This is the play in question. Goes down into like a slide to a backhand. Cannot come up with it.
Sanchez got a fastball. It's now 1-2.
I think that was exactly where Bergman wanted to place it to, just above the hands, inside corner.
Giants with good speed on the bases. Got him. Really pulled the string. Here's Crawford.
Yeah, that's the whole goal of that pitch. If you get a 2-strike, 1-2 count, and you've got a big curveball, you save it for a 2-strike surprise, and you try and bounce it on home plate or put it in the dirt between home plate and the catcher. Just right out there, exactly where he wants it.
Crawford bounced out to LeMahieu. Strike, and it's 0-1.
Cutter to take away strike one. You do have a great arm in center and a great arm in right. You do not have a great arm in left field. As Kipe said, you've got good speed in the base paths with Blanco and Duffy.
Out of play. So now Crawford behind 0-2.
Some activity now in the Rockies bullpen.
Oberg.
Scott Oberg.
Crawford digs that one out, and it's foul. Knocked down. Next pitch for Bergman will be 80. One and two. Out of play. Oh, man. I had it. Oh, man. Just thinking I'm going over top.
I got this one here. I got it.
Don't go.
Yeah. He's not going to forget that for a while. Nice block by Nick Hundley.
judging by the seats around there, it looks like those two haven't taken a shower in a while.
Well, no, that was full till he dropped the ball, and that was it.
2-2 to Crawford. Crawford goes the other way, but Blackman's got a beat on it, and that'll end the inning. Check that, 2 down. So Hudson can help himself, and he had a pretty good at bat his last at bat.
Well, wouldn't it be something if it was a pitcher that broke the drought?
It would be.
Guys still looking for their first run scored here at AT&T in the 2015 season. And they have a 3 for 35 going with runners in score position. But Tim Hudson more than capable of getting ahead here. Straightaway defense, simply because there isn't a lot of information on Hudson as a hitter. They will play shallow in the outfield.
Oh, 1.
First pitch changeup, so that's some respect.
Oh, 2.
Backed it up. Changeup. So Bergman going after Hudson like he's a cleanup hitter.
And he got him. 4 strikeouts for Bergman. Our ball dude down the first base line. Mark Madden's had a good night. 3-0 Rockies. Check out our T-Mobile game changer. It happened on May 25th, 2013. This was a walk-off inside the park home run. And here's where Pagan kicked it in. And here's where Tim Flannery sent him home. And here's where Tim Flannery lost his mind.
I love it.
Problem is Pagan didn't play much after that.
That was pretty much it.
Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes low. Every inning, the Rockies have gotten their leadoff hitter on. And twice they've cashed in. Hudson falls behind, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, the first challenge of this inning is try and get that leadoff hitter out. Hudson has not been able to do it, so you make little challenges within a game with yourself if you're a pitcher.
There's a strike. Gonzalez hit into a double play in the first and then singled in the third. Three and one.
This becomes a big pitch. When your team is having a problem scoring runs, and it certainly has been the case so far in this series with the Rockies, I mean, you just really feel like you have to do more as a pitcher. And when you're down 3-0 in the fifth, I mean, you don't feel you could give up another run. You just don't. Giants trying to stay above water as they get healthy. It's not been easy. They've been challenged with the schedule early on, 14 straight games to open the season.
Hit on the ground to Joe Panic. Yeah, Tim Flannery's watching this somewhere, and he's going to smile when he sees it. Come on, come on, come on. My butt's on the line. My butt's on the line.
But right here, here's the Flan dance that I will never forget. That is pure glee right there, folks. 100%.
Here's Tulowitzki. Duffy is now credited with a base hit in the fourth inning. So break out the eraser again.
Sure, that's worth it.
There's a strike. What happened with Hector on that one?
Well, sometimes those late sinkers have a little movement that can kind of jam a catcher too. A little rattle around that pocket.
Big bouncer foul.
All right, ball dude. Oh, now that's how you're supposed to look as a ball dude.
Yeah, really.
Glenn Casilla. Oh, now you got to go run all the way down the wall. I got this one. This is mine. This is it. He just missed it.
Well, I hope he's got a cup on.
Oh well. Don't gloat. Do not gloat. And there's your reward. You get to sit back on your stool.
Hudson's going to take a little walk. He's throwing 66 pitches. Got him.
Back door. Bring this movement right on that outside corner. Wrap around the strike zone. And strikeout number 3 for Hudson. Well, I don't think Tulowitzki is completely convinced that that was in the strike zone. Well, it doesn't matter.
You got to make a choice whether you're going to swing at that or not. And then that movement, that's a tough pitch. But I think it was a strike.
That's been a really great pitch for Tim Hudson for 16 years at this level. You just can't give up on that sinker. It's going to come back into that strike zone.
Morneau hit into the center field wall that Pagan tracked down.
just a wee bit inside. Well, watch the movement as it comes back into the strike zone. Just missed by about 4 inches.
Work for Panic as he gobbles this one up and throws them out. For the Giants, it'll be the top of the order. It's 3-0 Rockies. McDonald's true stories, catchers with 3 or more World Series titles and an MVP award. Yogi Berra, well, he won 9 titles and he was the MVP 3 times. Elston Howard, 3 titles, and he was the MVP in 1963. Mickey Cochran, 3 titles. He won 2 of them. And Buster Posey, 3 titles, and he was the MVP in 2012. Pretty good company. 3-0 Rockies as we head to the home half of the 5th inning. And it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change in auto service. Oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So the new pitcher Scott Oberg making his major league debut here for the Rockies. Sinker ball with a changeup, a curveball, and a slider. He's always been in the bullpen his whole professional career. Oberg is making his debut because John Axford, the closer for the Rockies, is on a family emergency list, which is basically a disabled list, tending to his 2-year-old son, who was bitten by a rattlesnake in spring training. And he is going to make it, but they're having to do some surgeries on the infant's foot. And we wish them all the best, but it provides an opportunity here for Scott Oberg.
And a strike.
Oberg, 6'2", 205-pounder out of Tewksbury, Massachusetts, 24 years old.
What a scary story for parents. Tap foul over Panic. Two-two pitch. Here it is. Tap slowly to third. Arenado's going to try to barehand it, and Aoki's got a base hit.
So just a swinging bunt. Remember, you got a Gold Glover at third base with Nolan Arenado. Had he have been able to make a grab at this with a bare hand, you would have seen one of the best arms that a third baseman has in the National League. But even at that, I don't think they'd have had him.
It was amazing where that ball came from.
spinach.
Here's Panic. Panic hit a ball way out in Triple's alley that was caught by Gonzalez. Watch where this ball hit, and then somehow it stayed fair. That's
that's a right-hander's batter's box.
We told you he was going to be interesting.
Nori Aoki is going to love it here.
Wide to Panic, 2-0.
Pagan on deck. See a lot of relievers with the Rockies using that move. I think it's a time killer. Doesn't really accomplish a lot.
There's a strike.
But
I think you should petition to eliminate that too.
I don't like it. But you know what happens one time a year, they're going to go into that. Somebody's going to be going on first move, and they're going to get somebody picked off. And that's really what it's designed for. On the runners at first base, I'll have the first move to where whatever move you make, they're going to go to second or back to first. And that's the only thing that it's good for.
Now let's see. So you on 2 new rules, and we're in the second week of the season. I'm figuring by the end of September, we'll have a list of 20, 25 things. We haven't even got to the hitters yet.
But don't get me started on the hitters.
2-2 with Aoki leading at first. Out of play.
93-mile-an-hour fastball there. You watch Oberg warm up, and once he established the fastball with a couple of pitches, the first specialty pitch he went to is the changeup. And he sets that pitch in his hand prior to every pitch, a circle change. So he gives you an idea as to what his preference is to his specialty pitches. And changeup is his favorite, but he does have a slider and a curveball. And this is a situation where if you're Bruce Bochy, and you don't really know this guy, you don't really know what type of swing and miss stuff he has. Do you start a runner? I mean,
I do.
You got a pretty good contact hitter up there in Panic, and you can tell from the side of your Bochy that Oberg does have some sink. He does get ground balls.
Strike 3 call. Throw down to second, and Aoki steals it. Well, I don't think Bruce Bochy figured that was going to happen.
Well, you're right. He didn't figure that Panic was going to take a call strike 3 for the second time tonight. It's a pretty nice stolen base from Aoki because you have to make sure that pitcher goes home. You're not going to get a great jump in your steal attempt here when you're told to go 3-2. So you're a little more deliberate.
Pagan is 2 for 2. And he takes a strike. Very high. Changing pencils.
I'm changing everything.
Oh, I got a good one now.
There's
1 ball and 1 strike. On the ground for Tulowitzki. His throw is in time. And Belt is going to hit. So here's Belt. Belt is 0 for 2. And he takes just a bit high, not by much. Belt on the ground. And it'll be Tulowitzki who will throw him out again. So, 2 innings in a row, the Giants have gotten their leadoff hitter on, and they do not get him in. It's 3-0 Colorado.
During the ring ceremony game on April 18th this Saturday are now available exclusively at any of your Giants Dugout store locations. So don't miss out on this limited edition collection. All the 2010 and 2012 gold jerseys sold out, so get yours now. That's the majestic gold jerseys and the new era on-field gold cap on sale right now at the Giants Dugout stores.
Here's Nolan Arenado facing Tim Hudson. We have reached the 6th inning. And the first pitch is fouled out of play. Arenado doubled and scored in the second, and then he struck out in the third. Hudson got him swinging on a slider low and away.
As we mentioned, the Giants are a little dinged up right now. Casey McGee, an update with him. He did some swinging and throwing today. Has not been given a return date by the trainers, but he said his knee's feeling much better. That's good news. Suppose he just got a day off today because he needed a day off. He played 8 straight. Hunter Pence is going to get another x-ray. He's progressing, but still not cleared to swing his bat. And then Matt Cain's still at least a week away from playing catch. So that is your walking wounded report.
Pagan waiting, and he'll put it away. All right, let's check in with good news, Amy G.
All right, Dwayne. Well, last year when Angel Pagan went down, that leadoff spot was a real problem for the Giants to fill. But this year so far, Nori Aoki making quite a case to be their everyday leadoff man. He's had a hit in every single game so far this season. I spoke to him about his role. He said he knows that his job is to try and help the team gain momentum, but he is always struggling with that balance of being aggressive and looking for a good pitch to hit. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job with that, gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Amy. There's Dickerson, who takes a breaking ball for a ball. Dickerson's 2 for 2. And a strike.
Good changeup. Tim Hudson, this is his 6th inning tonight. He had a 6th inning outing in San Diego. He has yet to have a run scored for him in 2 starts.
And that was dribbled to the backstop. 1-2.
In Hudson's outing in San Diego, he was a starter in that 12 inning game. The Giants won 1-0, game 1 of that 4-game series. David Getty, always concerned about getting some offense for his pitchers.
Okay.
Dickerson getting a sniff there. He has been the leading RBI guy for the Rockies. Soft stuff away, followed up with hard stuff in. Look out!
Dickerson to swing wildly at a pitch in the dirt.
First time he's got it out tonight.
Here's Hundley. Hundley is 1 for 2. He's singled. Got a breaking ball down in the 4th inning, and Hundley stroked it into center field. It's this one foul down the right field line. On the ground to Crawford. Crawford's got it. Crawford to Belt, and that'll end the inning. Blanco's going to lead things off 3-0 Rockies.
on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Well, follow the Giants all season long with the 2015 with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At bat, up to the moment, with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, all kinds of good stuff. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet. 3-0. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
New pitcher now for Colorado will be the veteran LaTroy Hawkins. What are his numbers in 3 games? 7 hits and 2 2/3. He kind of fell out of favor quickly. He was the starter for these Rockies at the start of the season. He's now been replaced by Rafael Betancourt. Hawkins, 42 years of age, in his 19th year at the big league level. Former Giant, played here in 2005. Hawkins still has a good fastball. He'll go low to mid-90s. 2 and 4 seams it. He'll give you a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. Always has had that high 3/4 release. It's a little bit lower this year than he has been in the past.
Good guy.
Great guy. Really is. It was our pleasure when he was here in 2005 to get to know him. And he has announced that after this year he is going to retire. Hawkins, a tall guy, 6'5", 219 pounds, from Gary, Indiana. Originally came up with the Twins, and he went with the Cubs, and the Giants got him. Went to Baltimore, then he went to Colorado for the first time, then went to the Yankees, the Astros, then Milwaukee, then the Angels, then the Mets, and then the Rockies got him back last year.
Blackman is going to get there and make the catch. Alex Pavlovich from our Comcast just tweeted out that 2 pitchers in the game right now add their ages together, they're 91.
81. It just looks like 91.
Here's Duffy. Duffy taps this one slowly to LeMahieu. 2 outs.
But, I mean, between the two of them, almost 37 years of experience at the big leagues. A bullpen game tonight for the Rockies. Now that's a hat I haven't seen before. That is a good attitude lid right there.
Yeah, it is.
That'll make you happy. You cannot put that thing on, look yourself in the mirror, and not start smiling. It's impossible. Yeah, I mean, the attitude has been great all around. They just need a couple runs to get them into the game. They've been looking for a run for 2 days.
Here's Hector Sanchez. And he shoots this one on the ground. And it'll be a nice inning for Hawkins. Hudson coming out. It remains 3-0. By your local Toyota dealer. Christian Bergman went 4 through 85 pitches. Hudson has allowed 3 runs. Corey Dickerson's had a couple of hits. And once again, the Giants are getting shut out with runners in scoring position.
Giants have not scored a run in this series with the Rockies here at AT&T.
Here's LeMahieu, who takes down low. In the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes.
Activity in the Giants bullpen. It's Javier Lopez, the left-hander.
Three 3-0. Hudson hasn't walked anybody. So, if that's the case, this should be a strike, wouldn't you think?
Just like that. Belt high challenge. I think Hudson knows if he gets another guy on base, he may be out of his ball game.
3-2. Hey, Tracy Ringlesby. He's a Hall of Famer, sitting next to Bruce Jenkins. Art Spander in front of Tracy. And those are the only 3 people I know by recognizing the back of their heads. Out to center field. And Pagano put it away.
Tracy Ringleby's he's pretty easy to identify because of that cowboy hat. You never see him without it. Tracy from Wyoming has been with the Rockies since they've come to Colorado, and he really is a great rider, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Rafael Inoa. There's Jenks.
Bruce Jenkins. Been with the Chronicle, and he was one of our beat writers when we were playing. There's Greg Papa.
Inoa to Crawford to Belt. And here's Charlie Blackmon. And a strike to Blackmon.
Come on, man. You got to root for your brother. You got to root for your brother.
Inside corner strike.
No, nice use of that fastball on both sides of the plate. Chumachi heading down the Giants bullpen very quickly to join Javier Lopez.
And Blackmon pounds that one off of his shin guard.
Another quality start for Tim Hudson. I mean, he really giving his team a chance to win. It's hard to pitch when they don't score any runs for you. But you can't think of that when you're out there. I mean, you just try and just keep getting people out, going deep in the ball game, eating up innings, and he has done that. Giants got 7 innings yesterday out of Chris Heston. And this is after a couple of short It's when they got 4 innings out of Jake Peavy and 3 innings out of Madison Bumgarner. So these last 2 days during this 14-game in a row stretch that the Giants open up the season with, their bullpen is getting some rest because of the good work of these starters.
That got Hector Sanchez on the foot. It stays at 1-2. Well, Hudson's due to hit second in the bottom of this inning. So Hudson upset with himself.
He's probably going to get him out of the game. It is decision time for Bochy. I mean, he's watched his pitcher out there battle and pitch well. But he's also got Javier Lopez ready, and he's got a very, very tough hitter coming up. It looks like he's going to let Hudson go against Gonzalez. And I think in Bochy's mind, he feels that Hudson's earned the right to do this. But this will be the last hitter of the night, no matter what, for Hudson.
Gonzalez is 1 for 3. And that pitch is wide for a ball, 1-0. Pitch number 99 coming up here for Hudson.
Hudson not happy about that last pitch for his 100th. Or his 99th, rather. But you know, you think about it, Hudson really hasn't been in the stretch since the 4th inning. He's cruising right along. And he's digging deep right now.
And he gets the ground ball, and that'll end the inning. It'll be Crawford, a pinch hitter, and then Aoki and a lefty coming in for Colorado. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and auto service, your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Christian Friedrich, the new pitcher now for Colorado. 4-pitch left-hander, fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Off to a good start. 5 strikeouts at 4 1/3. High 3/4 release. A good curveball and a good command of all 4 pitches. Actually, it's in a good groove right now.
Joaquin Arias is on deck.
And that's the curveball we're talking about. Friedrich's a big guy, 6'4", 215-pounder out of Evanston, Illinois.
Crawford has bounced out to second, and he's hit a fly ball to center field.
He's chalking up. See Aoki. Justin Maxwell with a bat in his hand.
Tap to LeMahieu, and he'll make the play. Tomorrow, join us, Giants Rockies, pregame live at 6:30. We'll be on the air with the game at the top of the hour at 7. And you can see it right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. So here's Arias. Pitch to Arias is down low. Arias on the season is 1 for 8, and the one hit was a home run.
Well, should we expect a home run here?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the thing. You do it once, you're going to expect it every time.
Absolutely.
Right? Rockies do play Arias to pull on the left side of the infield.
Work for Tulowitzki, and he'll get it done. Tim Hudson threw the ball well tonight.
Yeah, he did. I mean, his second start in a row. The Giants have not been able to score a run for him, but had his sinker working, had his changeup working, his slider, cutter. I mean, mixed his speeds and his locations well. He's got to be feeling pretty good about how he's throwing the ball.
Very nicely done, and here's Nori Aoki.
7 innings. Man, took a lot of heat off the bullpen tonight by going this deep in the ballgame.
And just high to Nori Aoki.
He has been the offense really since the Giants started this season. Step in the batter's box right now, hit .417, but his on-base percentage has been off the charts. He's been in scoring position, or had been on base 20 times. He has scored 4 runs. Could add to that total.
He's been on base 3 times tonight. So here's Panik.
Hey, the birthday girl's here. Well, happy birthday.
Panik is 0 for 3. Hit a ball out to archway number 6 that was tracked down by Carlos Gonzalez. That was in the 3rd. Struck out looking in the 1st and the 5th. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just getting a feel for the ball and watch him put the grip in the glove. It's kind of like a four-seam fastball. That's what it was.
Tulowitzki to LeMahieu, and that'll end the inning. So Friedrich gets 3 ground balls, and we will head to the 8th inning. Tulowitzki will lead it off.
For Buster Posey, Madison Bumgarner, each receiving their 2014 NL Silver Slugger Awards before tonight's game. And an extra special honor for Madison Bumgarner. Guys, he was named the Associated Press's Male Athlete of the Year. This is a huge honor. I spent some time with Janie McCauley. She covers baseball for the Associated Press. She told me that he beat out Clayton Kershaw, Derek Jeter, and golfer Rory McIlroy. Previous winners of the award include LeBron James, Michael Phelps, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tiger Woods, his female counterpart, guys, Monet Davis. Dwayne?
And a nice win for Madison Bumgarner. Those are some big names. Tulowitzki rolls this one. Duffy to his left, and we'll throw him out.
Yeah, a Long Beach State guy shooting at a Long Beach State guy.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Gene Machi coming in the ball game. 5th time that he's picked up the ball for Bruce Bochy. For Machi. Low to mid-90 fastball, with a slider and a fork ball.
Morneau shortened up to bunt. Guys put on the overshift. Panic out in shallow right field. Morneau is hit 2 balls to the outfield, and he's bounced out to second. 0 for 3. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the bunt. And Machi got off the mound quickly and throws him out.
Yeah, he gets out that mound well.
He does.
Well, this Friday is Fireworks Night presented by Hanwha. You could join us for an exclusive pregame VIP experience at Triples Alley as we celebrate 3 World Series titles in 5 years. Take your photo with the 3 World Series trophies. You can watch batting practice from the outfield warning track, complimentary food and beverage, and of course you can enjoy the post-game fireworks show. More information, go to sfgiants.com/tickets and click on the Triples Alley experience. Ring day is Saturday.
Fits her well.
Yeah, she's got it going.
Here's Arenado. Arenado doubled and scored in the second. Struck out in the third, hit a fly ball to center field in the sixth.
You know, the thing about being in a slump offensively and not scoring any runs is you just don't take advantage of your crowd. Last 2 days, sellout crowds. The Giants have not been able to get them in the game.
Here's the 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes.
And it's the money hit that they just cannot seem to find. The one with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, that's the one that's usually going to get the biggest ovation.
That's the one that makes everybody happy.
And a 4-pitch walk to Arenado.
And the longer it goes without getting one, the harder it seems to get.
Here's Dickerson. Dickerson hurt the Giants in the second and in the fourth. And he goes around, and it's 0-1.
It's a good forkball right there. And Dickerson has been their best RBI guy, so you know he's seeing it big. And that one broke him down.
Now they've got Arenado picked off, and Machi's going to tag him out. It'll be Pagan, Belt, and Blanco coming up. Time now for our Togo's big play, the Togo's way. Well, our ball dude down the right field line, that would be Mark Madden, made a couple of nice plays. He's got the small 3-fingered glove, and this is the one that was impressive. Got him.
Well, yeah, if he doesn't catch that, though, he breaks his ankle. But hey, he was good.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So Rafael Betancourt on to pitch now for Colorado. And he is off to a great start since coming back from Tommy John surgery. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings, and he has been perfect. 12 up, 12 down. 90-ish fastball and a changeup. They've really been his 2 best weapons. He's got a slider and a curveball, but worked that outside corner with a fastball. It's pretty straight. But he doesn't make many mistakes out over the plate. And then his changeup has become his go-to pitch.
Pagan's got a couple of hits tonight.
You know, we were talking about that funky move that the relievers have, where they step off the mound and raise their arm up real quick. I said I wasn't a big fan of it. Well, it worked tonight for Gene Machi.
So that means it's going to be around for a while.
Oh yeah, it'll be in the playbook now for the rest of the year.
Pagan, a little pop-up to left, and it's going to fall. Well, Dickerson may have trapped it, and then it kicked out of his glove.
Came in, and it's one of those plays where you're really sliding in, do or die. He's got a 3-0 lead. It's not the end of the world that gets by him, but if you can't catch it, keep it in front of you. So the Giants get a 1-out or a leadoff base runner. And they are overdue.
And here's Belt. Betancourt gets the call on the first pitch, so it's 0-1. Pitch is wide with Gregor Blanco to follow. Santiago Casilla is in the Giants bullpen. Nope. 2-1.
Stay on that outside corner. Over the years, I mean, we've really seen Betancourt just pound that side of the plate. I can't remember him using the inside corner. He would sneak attack a strike.
He's going to use it less now. He's about 6 to 7 miles per hour less velocity wise.
Yeah, he's right around 88, 89 now. We used to see him consistently mid-90s.
Look at Hundley going back out again. And he throws that one by Belt or through Belt. It's 2-2.
Buster Posey is available on the bench. Did a good thing. Got the foul ball. Got a hug. Lots of high fives. It's a good night. All he needs now is a rally.
Two and two. He ain't coming in.
No, he was not coming in. I mean, after all those years, we watch him go away, thinking, boy, inside set up, he just never goes in there. He stays away. Before, his go-to specialty pitch was the slider. Now it's a changeup.
Pagan goes, and he walked him.
And nobody in that bullpen either for the Rockies. So a nice at bat there for Belt to get the walk. And Grego Blanco going to try and keep the line moving.
That's the best way of putting it. Pagan at second. He reached on a bloop. Belt at first. He walked. Blanco is 1 for 3. And a strike.
That's perfect pitcher location right there to get strike one. Knee high on the black.
Carlos Gonzalez is playing right in the gap. Really.
There he is in right center, giving the line away totally to Grego Blanco on the right field side.
Dickerson, Arenado.
Oh, my.
And what a great play. And tagging is Crawford, and he's going to get it to third, but that is a great play.
That is one of the best I've ever seen right there. This is a remarkable play from a Gold Glover. And this is unfamiliar territory. This is not his home field. I mean, he goes a long way, full board, catches it, and then takes on the tarp, and then somehow on his knees gets a throw off, and they almost double up Pagan. This is just absolute defensive brilliance. And, you know, you talk about, I mean, he was flying into it. He didn't take any speed out at all.
That was as good as the Jeter play at Yankee Stadium. That might be even better.
Well, yeah. It wasn't a playoff game, but, you know, you got to thank your lucky stars there's padding over there. But that is just a spectacular play. And you wonder why guys like this win Gold Gloves. Well, you see a play like that, you wonder no more. 2 times he's won that Gold Glove at third base. And this is just a flat-out Gold Glove play. Wow. Got a pitcher out there with 2 men on, nobody out, leaking oil, and you come up with a defensive play like that. That's how you give your pitcher a shot in the arm.
So here's Duffy. Duffy's 1 for 2.
He's taking inventory over there. I don't know how good he's feeling. He's trying to keep moving. That was some kind of play.
Hopped out of play.
And one more look, and it bears another look. I mean, he is skidding over the top of that tarp and fence line. And then he gets off a throw. I mean, that's what tops it all off.
And he almost threw Pagan out.
Yeah, it was close.
I mean, it's a much better play when you watch it at normal speed.
I mean, this is just remarkable athleticism. It is. To find your balance point when you go head on into a tarp, full speed, go on your back knee, get a throw off, and really a one-hop strike.
going to be Ed Gonzalez. Pagan's going to tag. He will score. That's a bat from Duffy.
The Giants scored the first run of the year here at AT&T.
So here's Buster Posey. Buster 3 for 7 lifetime against Betancourt.
Get up there and look away. And no other side of the plate to look at against Betancourt. Adam Ottavino, for many believe in Colorado that someday he will take over the closer role, warming up. I mean, that's knee-high paint right there for strike one. So that's not something you're going to look for. I think Buster Posey saying to Brian Gorman, are you sure that was a strike? He thought it was low and outside. Trying to tie it up right there. Got to protect that location now.
Oh, and 2.
First slider he's throwing tonight, wasted it. Posey laid off.
Get some rips.
So he's showing him the slider in an 0-2, and here in a 1-2 count, he tries to finesse him with a changeup. He had no intention of throwing that thing in the strike zone, so he drops it down below, and Posey lays off.
Morneau's going to watch this one sail into the season. Two balls, 2 strikes. 22 pitches thrown by Betancourt here in the 8th. Center field. Hit well. Blackmon at the wall, and he makes the catch.
Unbelievable.
Here's the great play by Arenado as we go to the ninth. Baseball for Esurance Giants postgame live. Highlights, reaction, and analysis. It's all coming up right after the game. It's a 3-1 lead for the Rockies. And the Giants have a new pitcher.
And it's going to be their closer, Santiago Casilla, who really needs a game to pitch in. Obviously an important inning when you're trailing by 2 going into the 9th inning, but Casilla, he needs to pitch. So the 4-game slide coming into this ball game, and you don't get a whole lot of work when you're the closer. Off to a great start, just 1 hit allowed in 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, no walks. Casilla, 34 years old, 8-year veteran. Buster Posey in the game now, he catches.
Dickerson was at the plate when Arenado got picked off to end the 8th. Here's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. On deck is Hundley and then LeMahieu. I have to tell you something. I thought Buster got it.
Yeah, I did too. I think everybody here at the ballpark thought he got it. I think Buster thought he got it. The 2 really well hit balls tonight. One by Joe Panik, the other by Buster Posey. And both balls have stayed in.
Dickerson is 2 for 3. Shoots this one into Triple's alley, and it's going to get past Blanco. And Dickerson is low flying. He is going to end up at 3rd with a triple. And that's his 3rd hit.
Taking a fastball going right through the gap in right center. And for Corey Dickerson, who really has been red hot, adds to it. Dickerson, a 3-hit night tonight. He scored a couple runs, knocked in a run. Rockies came into tonight's ball game and they lead the National League in hitting. As a team, they were hitting .317.
And a strike to Hundley. Hundley's 1 for 3. Breaking ball just high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-run deficit right now. That's where the Giants would like to keep it. Two and two.
Good tight little cutter. And that really has become a good pitch for Casilla. Now you see him throw more cutters than sliders. And there's a lot more deception with that cutter, spin-wise, in the eye of the hitter than the slider. And he's pitching for the strikeout right now. That's the situation.
Got him.
Backed it up with a curveball and nailed the outside location. So that is the strikeout he was looking for. Now let's take a look at the performance of this pitch. You can't throw a better curveball. Just snaps it right knee high in the outside corner, and Hundley a victim. Upper curveball or spike curveball, as guys will call it. Can't throw one better than that.
Here's LeMahieu, 1 for 2. And a high fastball. Willeen Rosario is on deck. One ball and no strikes. Dickerson at third. 2-0.
2-seam fastball at 94, trying to wrap around that outside corner. He didn't miss by much with Brian Gorman strikes. And we've seen that outside corner at the knees call the strike all night long. Gorman's been very consistent, as he always is. LeMahieu's been red hot. And they have an open base. And I don't believe that Casilla is just going to goose one in there here and challenge with a BP fastball strike at the belt.
(3-0) and the walk.
I don't think he wanted any part of it.
Don't forget to check out Sportsnet Central tonight after Giants postgame live right here in the Comcast Sports Bay Area.
Yeah, welcome home. By the way, yes, sir.
Dave Righetti's coming out.
So Sergio Romo very quickly heads down the Giants bullpen. And this is simply a stall. Javier Lopez back in the bullpen as well. So righty lefty. For Romo, it's a red alert. Get going. Heat it up. So we're going to get some encouragement to head back to the dugout from Brian Gorman, the plate umpire.
So here's Rosario. He's 2 for 6. He's got a home run this year. Got lots of power.
He can hit. He likes that ball up. He likes mistakes.
And a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1.
Straight away in the outfield. Slight pull on the left side of the infield. Good speed at third base with Dickerson. So if the ball's hit hard enough, the middle infielders are going to try and turn a pair. But a medium ground ball or anything slower, and the play's coming home. And for Dickerson, if it's on the ground, he's going to break on contact with 1 out. So there's your situation if you're an infielder.
This is going to get home a run. Crawford's going to make a nice play. Dickerson scores.
And really, the only option that Brandon Crawford had was the one he took. And it was a nice play. With Dickerson going on contact and the speed that he has, Crawford knows that he has no play there. And there's also no play with LeMahieu, who has good speed at second. So he takes what he can get.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So Javier Lopez coming in, and this will be his 5th game. See what he has done in an inning and 2/3. He's allowed 1 hit. So a lefty on lefty situation.
Blackman is 1 for 3. And he faces their first breaking ball, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Blackman's 2 for 7 with a couple of strikeouts against Javier Lopez. And it's 0-2.
Perfect pitch there.
Outside.
So you get an 0-2 count. If you're Lopez, sweep that breaking ball even wider. I mean, he could throw a frisbee that seems to break about 4 feet across the plate. If you're in a left-handed batter's box, that's not an easy assignment to do much with it.
That foul. Javier Lopez got to the big leagues with the Rockies in 2003. Pitched in 75 games. Spent parts of 3 years with the Rockies. Then with Arizona, Boston, Pittsburgh. Down low. His lifetime totals with the Giants coming into this season: 15-5 with a 2.43 earned run average. And he has meant the world to this franchise with his postseason numbers.
Oh boy, has he ever. One of the hardcore 4.
Got him. Bottom of the 9th coming up.
Bottom of the 9th inning. Time now for our play of the game. It's brought to you by Honda. And when you see defensive brilliance, you reward it with the Honda player of the game. And Nolan Arenado, the 2-time Gold Glove winner, comes up with a play that was just, well, almost beyond description. And Arenado also did it with a bat, a 1-for-3 night. He scored a run, had a double. But this play here, whoa.
That's a backyard baseball play right there.
Yeah, it is. And he is our Honda player of the game.
Fall over the neighbor's fence, into the bushes.
Yeah.
Get up and throw somebody out. Here's Ottavino facing Crawford.
Well, there has been some question as to who is going to be the closer on this Rocky team. And Adam Ottavino has really got the stuff for it. He's a mid to high 90s fastball with big time movement. He's going to slide her in a changeup. And he's got some funkiness in his delivery. I mean, he really drops down that back shoulder and almost unhinges. And you don't see his release until very late. I mean, you're talking about high octane stuff with big movement. That's That's an 89-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Giants looking for a base runner. Any way they can get it. Well, a big guy out of New York. 6'5", 220-pounder. In his 4th year at the big league level.
.95-mile-an-hour fastball. Crawford fouls out of play.
That's a great breaking ball. He nails a 3-2 pitch.
Here's Maxwell. And Maxwell with a big swing and a miss. Maxwell 3 for 12 in a Giants uniform. One of those hits won a game in San Diego, the only game. So Maxwell falls behind quickly 0-2. And he holds up. That's that hard breaking ball Mike was talking about.
That's a good pitch. Yeah, that's as good a slider as you could throw.
Got him.
So he comes front door with it and freezes Maxwell. 2 strikeouts. Just saw the nasty one away. And this one here starts out, backs him off, and just wraps around that inside corner. He set the target away. This winds up being kind of a pitcher strike. And there's the reaction. Thought it was inside.
Here's Nori Aoki.
Ottavino, a 30th round pick in the 2003 draft by the Tampa Bay Rays. Originally came up to the big leagues with the Cardinals.
Down low. Panic would hit if Nori Aoki extends the inning. And taking all the way, and he takes a strike. Out of play, 2-2. Find the baseball.
Oh yeah. Stayed around. Got rewarded. Stay until the end.
Ottavino strikes out the side to pick up a save, and the Giants drop this one, and now Mike, they're on a skid. They've lost 5 in a row, and they're going to have to come back tomorrow and try to get a W.
Well, you're right. They're going to